Shane, if we start obviously here in Austria, how have you found the week, the last few days here? What's it been like for you guys as a team?
Enjoyable, really good. Yeah, I think obviously with the game it helps with the week. So good training sessions, getting the group together more, and obviously a few new players. So helping each other around the place and bonding. So it's been a good week so far.
And as much as it's about the stuff on the pitch, it's also really important for that off-pitch stuff, isn't it? I know you guys have been sharing cabins together and stuff. So do you feel like you've come closer sort of as a team in the last few days on this trip?
Well, obviously I'm new, so it's obviously helpful for me, Barnsley, Jack, I think obviously Christian who came in today. So yeah, I felt at home straight away really. I think it's a really good group to come into, very welcoming, and yeah, really enjoyable.
Has it helped that you've had a few sort of experienced players like Ashley who find themselves in similar positions as you, I guess, been at a club for a long time? I know obviously you've been at Fulham since you've been at Brighton, but coming into a new environment, has that helped you at all, having those kind of players around?
Yeah, of course, obviously. I think it's a lot easier when obviously I've played against these guys for a long time, and I knew a few of them before I came in, which helped me settle. But I think the experience for myself, just probably being around a bit, helps it that I was a 21-year-old Shane. So just be myself, see who I am, and that's it. I try and put my stamp on the team, and try and help others. Even though I'm new, I feel like a big part already to try and help a lot of people. So that's just my personality.
Yeah, it's a young group as well, by and large. I know they've obviously added a few more experienced ones that we've spoken about already. So do you feel you can help those younger ones, particularly I guess Andrew is the one that maybe we're looking at as a centre-back, but also the others, Kellen Fisher at right back as well?
Yeah, of course. Obviously I'm an experienced player now, which hurts to say. So yeah, I just listen. I know I was their age at one stage, and any bit of help can these younger players look up to older players who have been around the game a little bit. So listen, they're all quality players. They know themselves what they have to do, and I think in this day and age where players know and help and do everything they can to be the best they can, and a little bit of help here and there can help them go a long way. I know Andrew obviously a couple of years from Ireland, so he doesn't need much talk. And I've seen his quality, and he can be a leader himself. So as I said, yeah, it's a good group. They're a young team, but they actually are mature. So a little bit of help here and there will help them.
What are you like when you walk into a new group? Is it easy to walk in and sort of take on a leadership role pretty early? Is that something that evolves over time? What's it like?
It's definitely evolved for me, I think. Obviously, I was probably one of my younger days, I was more just on the pitch. I would probably come out of my shell more, but the older I've got with experience, I've obviously kept my country a lot, so it was quite easy for me actually. So I came straight in and just be myself. Probably if I was asking myself when I was younger, it would have been a lot different, but experience and helps, and just from day one probably been too loud for half of them. So I feel at home. It's been enjoyable being open with the manager. The manager's been great with me, and felt at home.
Well, that was going to be my next question, really, in terms of how the first few weeks have been at the club. It feels like you're really settling in well from what you've said so far.
Yeah, settling in really well. It's been tough. A lot of running, and obviously I've been out for a long time. I haven't played, so he's managed me really well, I think, with the minutes and the training load. I didn't want to probably go too much too soon. We're not playing a lot, so still trying to build it. I'm still not fully there yet, but obviously I've got another game, so the sharpness and that. So I feel good. Obviously, manager has been great with me. The lads have been brilliant, and I'm actually just looking forward to next week now.
Yeah, do you feel like you're in a position, 46 games, it's a long season, the Championship, to go from perhaps very little football to playing hopefully quite a lot of football?
Yeah, I feel like I'm quite robust in the way I am, my body, and touch wood, not many small injuries. And listen, I know as soon as I get my match fitness, it's completely different. I've trained all year. Last year I didn't miss much training at all, so it's about the matches really. So use my experience, use my head a little bit, and hopefully I can get as many games as I can.
Why was this club the right one for you and the next stage of your career?
I spoke to the manager and Stuart. I think they were very ambitious about getting back to the Premier League. Obviously, I felt like I needed to go and play consistently again, and this club sold that they can go back to Premier. I feel like I want to be back in the Premier League. I've been there for a long time. So that's where I feel like I can play. So Gaffer's very ambitious. We all are, and I know from playing against the club a lot in the Premier League over the last probably 4 years. They've been up and down, so I know they can get there. So I want to be a part of the special moments, getting back up.
Yeah, and you obviously played at Championship level before. Do you see the ingredients in this squad that's capable of achieving that, going on and getting?
I do. I probably always say like this. Probably this Championship season's a bit crazy because the teams in the league, but a team. Not the best teams on paper always win the Championship or get promoted, and that's experience through it all. And I think looking at our team now, very solid, very hard to play against, and it's only started pre-season, but I feel like we've got a group of men there now where times are tough, you can rely on us. So that's just from early signs from me. So obviously the quality will come the more games we play, and probably hopefully have a couple more goals. But the foundations there, we've got a really experienced manager, experienced players, and we've got a really young, talented group there who's got the little spark, and we've got a couple of new players then who look good. So I'm excited. So if we're not excited, who is there?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it was obviously a disappointing season for the club last year. You obviously get the sense that maybe there has been a freshness and a change in terms of mood ahead of this season, ready to attack this season now.
Well, I don't really know what happened last year from the outside. I heard it was obviously a disappointing ending to the season, but I can only just judge what I've walked into, and it's all been very good, very excitable. Everyone's got the same ambition, and from what I see, I just speak as honest as I am, and that's the way I am. So I wouldn't lie, and it feels very, very good at the minute. But obviously, a lot of work to be done. So why not?
Yeah, a couple more. I mean, there is an Irish contingent in the squad. We mentioned Andrew, Adam as well. Has that helped you when settling in? I guess knowing those familiar faces.
I've helped them settle in. Nah, I know them a long time. Listen, I'm a lot older than them. It's probably helped that I've come in for them as well. Listen, there's a lot of pressure on the young boys here. They come through. I want to help them. I know they've got a lot of potential, obviously for Norwich first, but in a selfish way, I want them to do well for Ireland, for us as well. So it's good. More Irish the better, they say.
Yeah. And just finally, I think you signed a 3-year deal here. I mean, that security at this stage of your career, that must have been a major factor as well in terms of coming here.
Yeah, you can look at it like that, but I don't. I look at it. I want to get back to Premier League. Mm-hmm. That's where I want to be. Listen, the club, the contract situation, it's nothing to do with me. It's with my club and the people who look after me. I just wanted to be somewhere where I felt at home, happy. I haven't had that for a couple of years now since I've left Brighton, and this is probably the first time where I've been at a place where I feel at home since Brighton. And that's all I wanted. It was a lot of chopping and changing, like not settled. So obviously the 3 years, no, I'm going to be here for 3 years. I can settle my family, bring my dog down, and just be a settled life again. I haven't had it since my Brighton days. It's been tough for me, and a lot of things off the pitch. It's been tough. So yeah, this feels like home again. So I'm excited.
Good stuff. What's up, man? Thank you, Shane.